Hello everyone, Trucker John here. I'm inviting you to join me on my journey here in this trucking industry. Have to reach 50,000 miles in my TNT training. I'm at about 22,000 right now, halfway there. I am in Salinas, California. Picking up here at this wonderful establishment, picking up some produce, and we're heading to Virginia, 3,000 miles away. So stick around, let's have some fun. I'll see you down the road. So I'm going to start this week off on kind of a negative. I'm just not having no luck with these dang spikes on this rim, this wheel. I don't even know how this one happened. I know the first time I ran over a coyote. You should have seen him. This one, I'm not too sure. You and I both were kind of confused on how it happened. The only thing I could think of was in Blue Diamond, Nevada, when we were picking up all that dirt. We had to go through this really tight scale. So I think maybe I rubbed up against the railing for that scale. That's the only thing I could think of. But it's kind of a mystery how we lost them. But you could tell I hit something or he broke off. No one stole them. You could tell because they're shattered. So yeah, I don't like the spikes. I don't have good luck with them. Alright, so Theo said he's going to treat me to some dinner while we're waiting for our load. So we're at the El Famoso taco shop. See what they're so famous for here on 146 South Alta here in Salinas, or Gonzales, California. Usually these little hole-in-the-wall places have some pretty good food. So walking down the street here, here's this old hotel. Check out this old cars, old Pinto. Very fitting. So I went with their super nachos. Look at that. That looks amazing. That's going to be hurting me later.
I tell you.
Get to eat while I edit the video. Thanks again, Theo. This is really good, guys. If you're ever in Gonzales, California, I definitely recommend this place. I'll put in the description below, I'll put down their address and their info. If you're in the area, check this out. I got the Pastor super nachos. I think they saute the meat with some sweet onions or something. It's an amazing. I haven't had super nachos as good in a long time. I highly recommend checking out this place. Alright, so we made it to our second pickup here in Salinas, California. And yeah, we're just waiting for this shipper to open, get our produce. And this is a new one. I haven't seen this kind of dock before. Obviously you got to slide your tandems back because they don't have the dock lock. But they do have these like wooden planks you have to line up your tandem tires on so it can reach the dock. So that's going to be kind of interesting. You're really going to have to line it up perfectly to get on there. So that'll be fun. Alright, so we got quite a bit of a light load coming out of Salinas. It's a produce load, so if any of you truck drivers know, if you have to pick up produce anywhere in California this time of year, which is November, you're going to be waiting. They literally pluck it from the fields, whatever you're waiting for. They take it to the warehouse, they wrap it, they put it on the truck. The produce has to be at a certain temperature before it gets into our temperature controlled trailers, which is 35 degrees. So by the time they get it off the fields, get it cooled down, get it packaged onto the truck, that's basically what you're waiting for. So you could be waiting for several hours, which we did. We probably got around 4 hours of detention bay waiting. So yeah, that's normal for produce, as most of you guys watching know this already. So we have about 24,000 pounds of a variety of different produce. We have cauliflower, celery, bok choy, broccoli, just a ton of different stuff. 24,000 pounds worth of stuff. So leaving Salinas, and we're going to be heading to Mechanicsville, Virginia, which is about a little over 3,000 miles, including our deadhead miles, which we do get paid for. We're looking at about 3,300 miles. It's not due. We have 4 days to get it there. We're trying to get it done in 2.5 to 3 days. Hopefully they could take us early when we get there, but there's a chance we'll just get early and, you know, have a day down to do laundry or something. We'll find out when we get there. So speaking of miles, I didn't know this coming in. It's not a big deal, and most of you may not know this, and some of you do, obviously, but how your miles are calculated. Okay, so you can't go by the odometer. It doesn't work like that. Okay, when they say they pay you so many cents per mile, those miles are based on zip code to zip code. So from the very outer edge of a zip code to the very outer edge of the next zip code. Okay, so the zip code to Salinas, California is 95 something something, and then the next zip code we're driving to in Virginia, Mechanicsville, is 6183 something. So from that zip code to that zip code, that's what you're getting paid for. Okay, so if you're at the edge of Salinas, California, at the zip code, and you drive in 30 miles, those 30 miles aren't being paid to you. When you get to Mechanicsville and you have to drive in 30 miles to your location from the edge of the zip code, you're not getting paid those 30 miles. That's 60 miles that you're not getting paid. Okay, now don't let that discourage you, because on the flip side, there's going to be some times where the zip code is also past your point. So you're going to be gaining mileage that you didn't drive. If that makes sense. And from what I've noticed, it's been pretty accurate. It's fairly accurate. You know, when you type in the location on the navigation saying this is where I'm going, it's rarely been over 20 miles difference than what the dispatched miles were. So it's nothing significant, but just keep in mind, that's if you're going to be keeping track of your records, keeping track of your mileage, you got to do a zip code to zip code. That's the dispatched miles, and deadhead miles are included, and they segregate your dispatched, your deadhead versus your actual driving miles, so you can kind of see the difference. And I actually have a little cheat sheet which I'll share in a video one day of how many miles I drive, and that's how I calculate it. You always want to calculate it off of your dispatched miles. Okay. So I drove about 480 miles from Salinas, California to just about the Arizona border. We're like 30 miles outside of Needles, on the west side. So Theo took over. It's time for me to get some rest. We're not going to be running as hard like what we normally do, where we would try to get 9.5 or 10-hour shifts in. What works for us last week and what we're going to do again this week is we're going to shut the truck down around 2 in the morning and start again at 5 in the morning. So it doesn't matter who's working I guess you call it the swing shift or the day shift. Shut the truck down around 2, 2-ish in the morning, depending where you can stop. The next person will start at 5 in the morning. So that gives you a lot of time during the day to drive, and it also helps us reset our clocks at the end of the day, so we're not stretching out that 70 hours at the end of the week and running into any issues. All right, this week I want to give a shout out to a new subscriber of mine. I also subscribe to his channel, and that's Truckin N Pluckin. Okay, so if you guys get a chance, go check out his channel, Truckin N Pluckin, here on YouTube. He's just started with Prime. I believe he's still in either PSD. Forgive me if I could be wrong. I think he just finished orientation. He's going into PSD, or he might be getting ready to take his test out of PSD. I can't remember. But go check out his channel. Okay, this guy is kind of like most of us getting into the trucking industry. We had to leave a career, most likely because of COVID. We got laid off, didn't get enough work, whatever. This is the career we all came to, right? So this guy was a musician. Okay, I think he did like weddings. He plays the guitar. That's why he's called Truckin N Pluckin, because he's becoming a trucker and he plucks a guitar. And what really stood out for me with this guy and his channel is when you get out here on the road, especially when you're solo and by yourself, you got to find little hobbies to keep yourself active and keep your mind occupied. For me, YouTube is a big one. I could just do these videos. It eats a lot of my time. A lot of you guys probably don't realize it can take up to 8 to 10 hours to edit one of my videos, and I think that's normal. It's not just because I'm bad at editing. It's normal to take a 30 to 40 minute video. It could take 8 to 10 hours to edit. It's very time consuming. Doing the video like what I'm doing right now is easy. Is when I download it to my laptop and start editing and making music tracks and all this. It takes a lot of time. So one thing I want to do also, if I have the time, is I want to learn how to play the guitar. I'm in the truck, as you can tell. Yes, Lyle, no hippie in transportation. I am in a Freightliner. So anyways, Truckin N Pluckin, go check out his channel. He's going through training. He's making videos very similar to mine, and he plays the guitar in some of his channels, some of his videos, and he's actually really good. So I'm gonna definitely be watching him, and I suggest you guys do that as well. So before moving forward with this week's video, I just want to remind you guys to make sure you hit that subscribe button. My analytics are showing about 48% of my subscribers are watching my videos, where the other half are not subscribed. So, I have a good 50% of my viewers here not subscribed to my channel. What's up with that? Just hit that little subscribe button. That way you can keep up to date on my adventure here, and you can join me every week. I try to post a video at least once a week. Sometimes I get some bonus videos in. So if you like this content, if you like what you see here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you're going to follow this journey with me to 50,000 miles and beyond. If you're thinking about joining Prime, whether you're a current CDL holder or if you're brand new to this and you want to get into it, make sure you visit the description of this video down below. I have my driver code, CLJOHN, CL John. So basically you use that code when you're applying. When you get to orientation, you write that code down again with my name, John Clary, CLJOHN, and guess what? Something magical happens. I get a referral. That's right, you can actually help me make some money by putting my driver code down if you apply through Prime. So definitely do that, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email me acharterlife@gmail.com, and that's also in the About section of my channel, so you can go check that out. And of course, social media. I'm still slowly building it up, but it is there. Facebook, Trucker John, and Instagram, Trucker John 2020. So make sure you check me out there. I try to post little snippets of videos and take pictures all the time of where I'm at, so they're really up to date by the day, whereas these videos, they're sometimes a week or a week and a half behind. So definitely check me out over there. Alright, so with that said, I'm going to try and get some more good footage of me driving here this week, and I'm going to do a time lapse. I asked a question last week, do you guys like the time lapse? Do you like the music? Are the length of these videos okay? Seems like everybody likes it. Everyone likes me, so that's good, right? I'll be doing that here shortly. So stick around, and hey, I'll see you down the road. Alright, so I just left Walmart, had to stop here in Amarillo, Texas to grab some groceries. That way I'm not eating out and spending too much money. And you know, it's kind of hard to find parking, so what I would recommend doing, if you like to shop at Walmart here on the road, is download the Walmart app. I need to do a video on all the apps I use because they really are helpful. But yeah, you can download the app and it gives you all the locations, and that way you can look them up and see where their truck friendly parking like this. Well, you know, where you can go to line up and have a safe spot, because you know some of these parking lots are too tight for a truck. Alright, so we're here in Amarillo, Texas, and our black beauty here is really dirty. She's been a dirty girl, so we're gonna give her a bath here at the Blue Beacon. So we have the truck insulator nice and clean. Got some new spikes. Let's see how long they last this time. Alright, so we have the truck cleaned. Now it's time to get our laundry done. Have some showers. We've got to take care of ourselves also. So at the truck stop's a little pricey, $3 for one wash. And to dry is another $3. So yeah, $6 to do laundry. A little pricey, but yeah, we got to be clean out here. So yeah, with that said, you know, one thing I wanted to mention also is, you know, being a trucker is more than just a job. It's more than just a career. It's a lifestyle. A lot of it is time management. You know, you really have to budget your time. You know, we're on a tight schedule to get to our receiver with our load, and we have to find that time to take our showers, use the restroom, do laundry, you know, eat proper food, go grocery shopping at Walmart's, you know, plus weather conditions. You know, it's snowing up in the Oregon area right now pretty bad, and there's a hurricane hitting the south. So you got to take all that into account. You really have to plan everything just right, you know, which is a part of the job. But like I said, it's a lifestyle. That's part of your life now. You know, where you're at home, it's the weekend, it's your day off. Hey, let's do laundry. Let's go grocery shopping. A little different when you're out here on the road. You know, you really have to budget your time down to a science. That's one thing you really have to learn when you're out here, and that's not something I can teach you or even your trainer. I mean, you're going to be able to follow his lead or her lead, but it's something once you're on your own, or if you're a team, you know, you guys are going to have to figure it out. Piece of cake, it's easy. You know, it's nothing to be scared of. It's just something new to learn. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. So yeah, we're getting all cleaned up, freshened up here. We're going to head on out. Still in Amarillo, Texas. We're going to head on through the 40. Looks like we're going through Oklahoma, through Arkansas, Tennessee, up into the Carolinas, and we're going to hit some of that hurricane that's coming in to the Florida area right now. So it's going to get a little dicey later tonight or tomorrow. We might hit some high winds, and we're a light load. We're only got a 24,000 pound load, which makes our truck only 60,000 pounds. So we're pretty light for wind conditions. We may have to shut it down if it gets too bad, which is going to delay us. Surprise, another week of delays, right? So fingers crossed it doesn't happen. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. All right. Alright, another standard bathroom here at this TA. There's actually a nicer the TA bathrooms. Some of the other ones are pretty outdated. And hey, look at that. It's that time of year already. I'm here at Oklahoma City at Love's. You got some pretty cool stuff there. If you need a pimp cane, there you go, 20 bucks. With all the Indian stuff. It's pretty cool. They're playing Christmas music. I'm not sure if you hear that. I'm telling you that that music is definitely making me homesick right now. I don't want to hear it. It's that time of year. It's cool stuff. Look at all those cool toys. Cool little knickknacks. This is all the trucker toys over here. All your accessories you need and everything. There's the purple seat cushion like what I bought at the Prime store. See, this is the Royal Simple. This is the double. And I got the large one, the largest one that they make. It's bigger than this, I think. I could be wrong. I think mine is bigger than that one, if I'm not mistaken. So it's $100. I bought mine for $100, so I guess I got a good deal on mine. Some cool shaving stuff. If you got a beard like me, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like a metal helmet with a face shield. It's only 50 bucks, man. They make that sound pretty cool. Wonder if it comes with a little stand. Something you don't need, but it looks pretty cool. See? You can even have like your little glove that goes with it. 35 bucks, man. You can start your own little army. It's pretty heavy duty stuff too. I can go to battle with that. So we're gonna shut it down for the night here at this truck stop. Gonna get some rest. I'll be starting this off in the morning, 5 a.m. I'll get us out of here, head on out through Arkansas and Tennessee. See how far I can get before it gets too stormy. We're expecting some high winds and rain, so fingers crossed we don't run into any of that.
Haven't seen her on the street, just like she walked off the silver screen. All the cutting up magazine, she's wild with a picture of an old town queen. Sunset Boulevard, hot summer nights at the Bluebird cars, drove all alone in horseback guitars. Came out west, chasing her dreams. Ain't no blue stars back east. Hollywood, baby, life's so sweet, so sweet by way. Well, on Tennessee, na 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 na, hey. Na 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 na. A year later, things are tough. You never thought it could be this rough. Her mama wondered where she'd have enough. All those big city lies, the cheap fake love. Out on the town, they're all dialed up just to get shot down. heading back home. Oh, yeah. Now. There she came out west, chasing her dreams. Don't make the stars back east. In Hollywood, that would be so sweet. Oops, good night, LA. Well, I'll tell you, see, yeah. I was thinking about LA, baby. Hello, and I'll tell you, see, na 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 na, hey, na 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 na, na 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 na, hey, say na 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 na, yeah. Don't thought this day was never gonna end. Go to conk talk on around the bend. Well, certain was strong and peace, she said. Physical stay back in my head. I turned around to be from my new friend. Said, go have fun tonight. Red mind gonna make me feel alright. I got something to help me make it through. Forget that you, get that you. Roll on down to Memphis town. Bought a rig, bought a bottle of Crown. Hope I could drink your memory out of my mind. Had a mess separate to my bed. They said the wind, feet on the track, don't find me, country girl, be alright. We're gonna have fun tonight. Better mama wants to make me feel alright. I got someone to help me make it through. Forget about you, oh, I forget about you. Yeah.
All right, so we're here in Carlisle, Arkansas. So one thing that comes to mind whenever I come to Arkansas, that's catfish. They have great catfish in Arkansas, if you didn't know. And I was driving down the 40, there's this huge sign that said Nick's Catfish Truck Parking. Well, that's where we are. We're gonna go grab some catfish. Got this little board here outside of the bathroom that says leave your name. So I did right there. Truckin John, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we put the date also. Today is the 11th. What is today? It's the 14th. 15, 20. Alright, so Theo got the barbecued ribs. Looks amazing. And I gotta try my catfish. Here we go. Catfish with some fried okra. Can't get more southern than that.
Well, this is half.
All right, so I have to say that food was really good. It hit the spot, and they are smart for having all of this truck parking for us. Yeah, Nix, you guys did really good. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Look at that cool prime truck. So yeah, I'll put their information in the description down below. If you guys are in Carlisle, Arkansas, on the 40 passing through, you'll see their billboards everywhere. They advertise it pretty well. I would highly recommend checking them out. They're really good. You know traffic's bad when you have to sit the brakes. GPS says there's an accident up ahead. Could be about a 2-hour delay. Alright, so we stopped here in Virginia. This is like the closest truck stop to our 90. We're still about an hour away. Luckily we didn't hit too much bad weather. It's starting to get a little dark now and the wind was picking up coming over the mountains. But yeah, just a little bit of rain through Arkansas. Actually Tennessee was pleasant. Blue skies, 72 degrees. It was nice. Definitely not what the weatherman said it was going to be. So we're going to hang out here. Our appointment's at 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So we got a few hours to just kind of wait around and we'll head on out of here. All right, so we are here in Mechanicsville, Virginia. We arrived about 1 o'clock in the morning. Our appointment was at 2. It is now 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, we're gonna be getting some decent detention pay out of this, if not more, because check this out. I'm in the trailer, and guess what? Got pallets that they will not accept. We're still trying to find out the reason why right now. We don't know yet, but again, I find it hard to believe that there's something wrong with all this stuff. I mean, seriously, I don't get it. All this good stuff in here. For whatever reason, they don't want it. So we're gonna do an overage and shortage report, and yeah, we're gonna be stuck here most likely for the day. Someone's gonna have to take this. We're not gonna throw it away. Kind of like the cauliflower situation all over again. So I just want to say real quick, guys, don't let all these delays I've been showing you discourage you. It's normal. That's part of this industry. Even though my miles have been somewhat low from my expectations, I'm still on track. You know, I'm still doing pretty good. Even all of my classmates that I talked to, the 7 of us, they're still pretty much in the same mileage range that I'm in right now. So even Gary, who started like a week and a half before me, he's only a little bit ahead of me. You know, so I wouldn't say these delays have been a negative impact. So you also have to think that, yeah, I'm not getting my mileage right now, but just say I'm not in training, which I'm in no rush to get through training, guys. It's not a big deal if I make only 3,300 miles this week. That's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, I want to hurry up and get my miles done because that's my goal, but I still want to stay in training as long as I can, if that makes sense. So you have to also realize that when you are by yourself and you're actually getting paid by the mileage, you don't get paid unless the wheels are turning, right? You don't get paid if the truck's not moving. However, if you get stuck somewhere and it's not your fault, whether your truck broke down or you get stuck at a receiver or at a shipper like this, they do have what's called detention pay, and it pays somewhat pretty decent. I'm not sure what the exact rates are, and I think they vary depending on which company it is. But I've seen it anywhere from paying by the minute, like 50 cents a minute, so that can add up. I've also seen it around $75 an hour, which obviously if you sit around for 4 or 5 hours at $75 an hour, you're doing pretty good. You know, yeah, your day was shot. You can't drive anywhere, you're stuck, but you're still making money. You're not going broke. If you ever watch Driver Lineup, go check out Eric at Driver Lineup, Eric and Jenna. They had a detention pay that paid, I think it was $1,400 a day, and they were stuck on it for 3 days. Now they're owner operators, they lease a truck, so that pay scale will be different than a regular company driver. But still, that I'm just making that point that Prime tries to take care of you as much as possible, even when you have these delays. So again, don't let my delays discourage you guys. You know, yeah, it's a negative thing, but there's something positive that comes out of it. We were supposed to get a load going to Kentucky after this. We're supposed to be on our way to Kentucky now. 650 miles, and it paid $1,000 for, you know, if you're a lease. So that was a pretty good one. The silver lining here is, you know, yeah, we lost that load and that pay, but now we may get a better load, which pays better. Might not count for this week because it might be a long load, but it'll count for the following week, which will add to the revenue and add to my miles for training. So there is some positive out of it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. If you lived here, you'd already be home. Semi-crazy. That is a nice looking truck. There's probably a whole freaking house in there. Alright, so while we're waiting for Prime to get back to us on what to do with all this produce, we're gonna go take a shower and rest. That's all we can do right now while we wait. From my experience, this could take at least an entire day to figure out. And then what will happen is about, you know, 6 o'clock tonight, right when all the places start shutting down that we can deliver it to, that's when they'll say, okay, deliver it there. And we'll get there right when they're wanting to go home, and they're all pissed at us that we showed up with a quarter of a truck full of stuff. So here at this truck stop, I'm looking around, and I noticed this hiding down here in the bottom. This is the one that I got at the Prime store. It's the Ultimate Purple. That's the one I got for $100. Now look how much you're selling for it. $129.99 here. So I think it's safe to say I got a good deal. If you're gonna buy one, get it at the Prime store. It's cheaper. Alright, so quick update. We have orders to go back to our 90 from this truck stop we're sitting at. Dole, which is the company we picked up in Salinas, California, Gonzales. Dole is actually sitting out one of their inspectors to look at our load. So this is the first that Theo, who's been doing this business for several years, he's never seen this happen before. Obviously Dole has been having an issue with these receivers because they keep getting their loads from. We're not the only one. You know, last week when we had the cauliflower, there was another Prime driver that also got turned away. If you remember from my last video with that, and it was all cauliflower, same as ours. So Dole, I think they're getting upset with these super value receivers turning away good products for whatever the reason is. But the point I want to make here is, I'm new to this industry. I don't know everything 100% yet. So I don't know how, and I'm sure even the drivers who have been in this industry for a long time, they probably don't know how the shippers and the receivers work 100%. But with that said, it sounds like there's an issue between the receiver and the shipper. Why is the truck driver in the middle of it? Why are we being punished or being affected by their issues? We did our job. We did our part. Why are we sitting for, 32, almost 34 hours now? What did we do wrong? We didn't do nothing wrong. Why are we the ones sitting here? And it's not just this specific shipper and receiver. That is, it's industry wide. There's got to be something better set up, right? You would think. They could store the product. Yeah, they didn't want it, but you know what? Take it, store it, and charge the shipper for sending you too much or the wrong thing or damaged items. Why put it on the truck drivers? Set up another appointment with the truck drivers to pick up the load another time and charge it to the shipper or to the receiver, whoever was responsible for that. Why are we in the middle of it? Anyways, that was a little rant of mine. So we're gonna head back over now and have the inspector look at it. Alright, so the inspector took a look at the load, and they came up with some sort of decision because they came out and told us they were taking it. They took everything off our truck. They were not going to put it back on, and they said they were going to throw it all away. I'm going to leave my negative comments to myself. You guys can probably understand what I feel about it, though. All that food that I showed you in that picture, they're throwing it away. So that's going to do it for this week. We're going to just move on from all this negativity. We're going to have a good week next week. We're going to start off strong. So, yep, positive vibes for next week. That's what we're doing here. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next week. I'll see you down the road.